We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Another Hamas leader eliminated. Legislation to protect children passes the Senate. Possible interest rate cuts and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and two others currently held in Guantanamo Bay and accused of helping him orchestrate the September 11th terrorist attacks have agreed to a plea deal that would give them life sentences, according to the Department of Defense. If all goes to plan, the deal will avoid a trial during which prosecutors would have sought the death penalty, but the government would also have had to justify the enhanced interrogation methods used on Guantanamo detainees and potentially faced having some confessions rejected as coerced. Israel has determined that it killed top Hamas military commander Mohammed Deif in a July airstrike, the country's military said Thursday, eliminating a planner of the October 7th attacks and a militant terrorist it had tried to kill for decades. Deif is the most senior military leader of the U.S. designated terrorist group, whom Israel says it has killed in more than 9 months of fighting in the Gaza Strip, and the third high-ranking enemy of the country to be declared dead in 48 hours. Israel said Tuesday it had killed Fouad Shakur, a top commander with the Lebanese militia Hezbollah, in an airstrike in Beirut, and Hamas political leader Ismaili Haniyeh was killed in a mysterious strike just hours later in Tehran, an attack Iran blamed on Israel. A British High Court judge has found that a UK emergency ban on the sale or supply of puberty blockers is lawful. The restrictions came into effect on June 3rd and apply to young people under 18 with gender dysphoria in England, Wales, and Scotland. Justice Beverly Lang said in a ruling made public on Monday that a review commissioned by the National Health Service about the very substantial risks and very narrow benefits associated with the use of puberty blockers had provided powerful scientific evidence in support of the restrictions. The group, Transactual, and a youth who cannot be named under a court order, sought to challenge the decision of former Health Secretary Victoria Atkins to ban prescribing hormones that can delay the development of puberty. On Tuesday, 2 Senate bills aimed at making kids safer online passed with overwhelming bipartisan support. Josh Golan of Fair Play told the Free Press this was a major victory against big tech and represents an incredible coalition that believes a better internet for young people is possible. Under the legislation, tech companies will have a duty of care to implement safeguards to protect minor users. The bills face an uncertain future in the House. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said officials could cut interest rates at their meeting in September, moving closer to a new phase that seeks to avoid weakness in the labor market in the midst of signs inflation is heading lower. While Powell and his colleagues didn't commit to any such move when they held rates steady on Wednesday, he appeared to suggest during a news conference after the meeting that a cut was more likely than not. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.